We had a meeting yesterday with representatives of Section 1, the executive group, and we had a very candid discussion about the issue relating to Section 1 basketball. Participating on our side was our senior management team, included John Nona, the county attorney, Ken Jenkins as deputy county executive, Joan McDonald, director of operations, who's been a point person on this for us, and our director of communications was there, also Andrew Ferris. We got a sense from the executive committee of Section 1 that they were very firm in their decision. They had voted in November of last year, November of 2017, not to hold the 2018 Boys and Girls High School Basketball Finals at the Westchester County Center. And they advised us that they had had 2 further opportunities to reconsider the decision subsequent to their decision in November of 17, and were confirmed in not holding their tournament, any section of their tournament at the county center. We expressed our interest as a new management team. We're 10 days on board. As of today, these decisions were made prior to our coming on board, that we were willing to negotiate with them and to be flexible to try to find a way to host them, if not in 2018, then in the future in 2019. And at the reality check that they've made some decisions for 2018 on their decision, that we would open discussions with them as early as the end of March to discuss the 2019 regionals and finals, semifinals and finals that would be held here. The decisions made by Section 1 are within their authority. We have some discretion in terms of how the county center can be used. We're willing to use that discretion. We are bounded by certain contracts that we have with our vendors, but as we heard a series of both the economic and the managerial issues that affected the county center, I'm confident that we can have a productive discussion going forward. No guarantees about what will happen until we negotiate it out. I think we negotiate in good faith for what happens in 2019, and certainly our goal is to try to have this tournament back at the county center because it does represent an iconic location for this particular sport. The Section 1 people highlighted how many different sports they have managerial responsibility for, and how many other venues they have and how they've handled this in other ways, and that was part of their decision process to make the decision they did. They felt they had reached a deadlock with the prior county administration, and we said, well, this is new administration, willing to work with you, but it appears that 2018 is off the table, and so we will do our diligence to look to 2019, and we will work with Section 1 and do whatever we can prudently to have them back. Obviously, we have to protect the fiduciary interest of the residents of Westchester County that fund the county center. But I think we can get to a mutually agreeable decision. But given the time frame of us coming on board in January, there's really no time on the clock left. It's if you follow basketball, there's only so many points you can put up in the last 30 seconds of a game. So that is the status of where we are with Section 1. And as I said, the exit reality for us is that before the end of March, we intend to have a meeting. Joan McDonald, our Director of Operations, will be the point person on that. She will work along with Kathy O'Connor, who is our Commissioner of Parks and Recreation, and we'll have a discussion, and hopefully we'll move in the right direction.
Thank you.
What are your thoughts about how they've kind of handled the process? As a public entity, they really haven't spoken much about the decision-making process and what happened behind the scenes.
Well, I'm not sure of all of the backup of the legal structure of how Section 1 is organized with BOCES and all those things. I know that we have a public responsibility as the manager and owner of the venue to be public, and that's why we're sharing this information now. The nature of what is happening in Section 1 is really an internal dialogue that they're having amongst members and I guess amongst people that are part of the Section 1 family, if not part of the executive committee. We want to be able to work with them going forward, so however they work through their internal discussions, we want to be able to respond to them as we can, and we hope that we'll be at the table effectively, and we'll have good news for 2019. Just on a personal note, I mean, you follow me on Twitter and Facebook and what have you. I'm very proud of my high school affiliation of Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon is notable for both its boys and girls basketball programs. There are wonderful programs all across the county and all across the section. And I should point out the section includes Dutchess and Rockland and Putnam, Dutchess, Putnam, and Rockland counties. But the bottom line is that it is a place I have gone to sit to watch high school basketball games, so I know what the emotion is of it. But the negotiations are a matter of business dialogue, and all I can tell you is that the county is willing to be flexible and hopefully come to some conclusion, a positive conclusion for 2019. But again, Section 1 representatives were very firm with us that their executive committee made a decision in November. It's been reconfirmed, and there's really twice, and there's really nothing we could do in January by their point of view that could reverse that decision. So.